Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Aha, Pride Zero.
Uh,
Welcome to the GT.
Wait a minute.
Why
Right,
do
I
you
was
always
rocking with
ruin
you.
my
It's
intro?
the
I
way I
say
was
it so
with it.
much. And
All
we
right, you
keep
got
that.
off
We're
to a
keeping that in,
great
Philip.
start.
Don't restart it. We're keeping that in because this
That
is
that
the formless, unfitted episode.
Mm,
And like a phoenix, we will rise from the ashes of our rebirth. We are
okay.
back.
I
Really?
am I
Yes.
am I am I am Pac-Man 630, 1/4 of GG Podcast.
Yo, what it do, baby? I'm
Um
Cup.
My
I
God.
mean, Fry got me ready. So
Hip
we in
hop
here.
parade.
Fry, he hyped me up. We in
Oh,
here,
wait,
Cup bike in the building. Let's get
damn.
it.
I'm a
let's get it.
follower. I want to do mine over. Go ahead, B.
My name's Dehydration, and you know, I really am happy to be here with my friends.
What's up? It's your girl, Pac-Man 630, back at it again with the GGs. How y'all been? Okay, Pride, there you go.
GG.
GG,
Okay.
baby.
JG's,
Oh God.
baby.
Welcome
had a
to
theme
season
song.
2. We are in season 2. That's crazy. We did have a theme song. What happened to that?
I think I forgot the lyrics, and then
I think
the
we all
recording,
did.
the
Plaid
recording died.
push. We pushing in the plaid. But
That was
ain't
Plaid
it.
pushing. That was Apex, girl.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
remember
goodness.
that.
Oh,
Well, we took a very long extended break. It wasn't on purpose. It was by circumstance. We all got busy. Life has happened, which we will explain in these next upcoming moments. But the good news is that we're back, coming at you live from the platform that you chose to listen to this on.
We're happy to be back. I missed, I missed this.
I did
This is
too.
kind of this was the favorite part of my week for a long time. And now we're doing it again and I'm excited.
But I would just like us to know that we weren't out here hanging at an expeditious rate and just not booting up the podcast. For the most part, we have been not seeing each other. We've been seeing each other either sparingly or like two as like not a collective group. So I want to say
Yeah.
this is the first time
I
we've
was gonna
been.
say this is like the longest we've been together since B moved.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
we got back from Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
Speaking
before
of,
that, yeah.
know,
B did move to
Texas now.
Texas.
yeah,
Yes,
we moved to Texas. Yeah.
B is now a homeowner,
A Texian,
Now.
if you will.
A Texan.
a Texan.
And what's crazy is all of our dumbasses went there for no
And-
reason, just
and
because
we were put to work into
we
an
were
extensive
slaved,
labor.
indentured
Oh,
slavery.
Kason was
and
the only one that didn't have to do
wild.
extensive
You know,
labor.
I didn't, and I love that for me. But
that's my best friend.
thank you, best friend.
Wow.
I had fun, and I was just happy to be there with my best friend, and she got to move and get settled in. I think the only thing that hurt my feelings was my best friend promptly said, "Y'all come over, and then you get the hell up out my house."
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the
You
way
know-
B made us
Very
get a
much
whole hotel room.
Mhm.
And let's
You
also
know,
that
No, because that
hotel-
was a miscommunication on my parents' part because they weren't sure what they wanted to do.
And that
Because they
hotel
thought y'all were
was
going to be
Don't blame
there.
my second. Don't blame my third family. They would never.
for real.
First of
Your
all,
dad
they
is
called you
amazing.
short
First
many
of all.
times. They punked the hell out of you, Kason.
They
First
did
of
call
all,
me
your
short.
parents
Everybody
are
calls me
sweet.
short. Not you trying. So not you want me to beef with your parents. Who says that?
Imagine,
Don't you hate? I
imagine.
will tell my mama. Imagine.
And B's parents were great. They were the nicest couple.
I don't get where B gets it from.
I
I
don't
know.
know
It's
either.
weird.
But
You
B-
just know. You
B-
just know that on their anniversary they be slow dancing to their wedding song,
Yes.
just having the
the
great time. They
jazz,
be-
yes, they
You
love
just know
them
they do.
jazz.
They got married 4 days after my birthday, okay?
Just
What
never,
does that
you
do
know,
with what?
that was
Why
the
are you
other
making
stuff,
it me?
right? That's
It's not
actually a
making it
good
me.
segue.
But
That
why are
is
you making
perfect.
their marriage
Because
about
it's a
Because
good
I was
segue to what's up
there.
next.
I was
B
there.
is the laziest only
Yes.
child, even though she
Yes.
is not the only child acting
Mm.
I've ever seen in my life. B
Don't
don't
make
do
no
nothing.
sense.
She don't make
sit
no
back and
plans.
watch you. She don't do nothing. She just show up and smile.
Yeah.
Clarify
Everything gotta
that
be about B.
I'm the only child from my parents' marriage, and I'm 7 and 14 years different from my other siblings, and I'm the only girl. So it was really gonna go well.
Oh,
for
it,
me.
it, it definitely shows. It's
Yeah,
the way
it very much.
It would
shows.
be like
Pride was
noon
working,
every.
Philip was working, and B was just feet up, smiling.
tell
Hey,
you
can
B
you move that
was-
more?
Let's
B
not
is
talk
bare
about the
minimum.
planning, because we'd be at the hotel like, Case and wake up and be like, what we doing today? I'd be like, girl, I don't know. What we doing today? we are text B and be like, I don't know what you want to do. We'd be like, oh. So we just not leaving the room today. We just gonna be right here. We did not, I don't think we left the hotel room before 1 at any point during that
Oh,
trip.
never.
Well, I know I had a meeting.
remember one day-
I
I
had
remember-
work.
You did
I
have work
remember
one day.
And
we
you
were
had
setting.
homework.
We were
I
trying to
did.
plan to leave early, and I was like, Philip, let's be real. Kason ain't getting up till noon.
That is true.
B ain't gonna know what's going on. You know, it's just let's just.
Kason
We
needs at
wasn't
least-
ready anyways. And the reason why
Yeah.
I don't sleep is because I'm watching Adult Swim all night. And Philip let me do that. So it's
No.
forever love.
Listen.
And I was watching Teen Titans Go. Craig and the Creek is that show.
When I tell you
Craig and the
Kason
Creek
is
is
deaf.
amazing.
Kason
Oh, that's
is
that
deaf.
show.
She has the TV blasted. So I tell you, I was in my hotel bed sleep, and I woke up at like 2 a.m. and all I hear is the TV going brr, 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 like but it's a cartoon. I wake up in a hot sweat. I'm like, what's going on? It was loud noises. I started walking around the room like, what's going on? What's going on? I turned the volume all the way. I was so confused. And I
I
think,
Kason
think
sleep at that point.
no, I think Kason woke back up. I think I walked past
I'd
Kason.
be up and I'd be asleep, but I used to be watching cartoons and I'd be so happy to be here. Because I think Pride was hanging out with me one time and we was watching Family Guy. And
We
remember that
were,
woman was
yeah.
real questionable. She was like,
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember that. It was
and then we
Oh,
went
no.
and bugged Pride. We would go
We
in his
did.
room.
Yeah.
Remember, Philip scared the hell out of Pride on the elevator because he
I
jumped
jumped
on it.
in the elevator.
Oh.
And Pride almost knocked
Because
Philip
Pride
out.
was out here.
It was
Pride was
great.
like, "Oh my God, let's just do a little do on the elevator." So I said, "I want to join too," and so I did I did a 2 feet jump, and the
Ooh.
elevator
Wow.
went.
Let me tell you how I gingerly lift my foot up and then my right foot, you know, very slowly. Philip decides, let me Superman cannonball jump just right now.
Wait, but it
Wow.
stopped for a second. And it was
Oh.
like, now.
The whole elevator just. I said, "Oh,
Let's talk about it though, because we went to, I don't know if this hotel should remain nameless, but they
We
did
gonna
not
remain-
do anything for our rooms.
They
let's
did
at
leave them
all.
nameless so we can be honest."
Let's talk about.
leave them
I don't know if
nameless
we
so
need to
can
talk
be
about this on syndicated television, but we're not going to talk about how Pride left that establishment. Pride,
Well, I feel like we can, as long as it remains anonymous. They didn't. They came in and we were promised that our room, our new sheets, beds made.
We
It's the way
called
they
3
emptied our
times.
trash cans and gave us 17 towels,
and said,
and that was it.
kept the
That was
pushing.
it. They didn't touch a single thing in that room.
They
A
ran
single-
out of bed sheets. Isn't that what they told us?
Well, it was late at night. It was like they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna send someone up right now," and then we're like, "Actually, we don't have any more available sheets at the moment, so we'll get to you in the morning." And it was like the day after, like it was the day before we were leaving, so it was like, "Don't even worry about it."
Don't even
Yeah.
worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't even worry about it, sweetheart.
And it was clear at that point that they weren't concerned with their sheets. So, you know, when it was time for us to go, I took it with me. I took
Now, how
every
much room did you have in your
Your
suitcase?
suitcase.
to fit
my
all of
suitcase
that?
was filled to the brim, but I got it all in there. I took all the sheets.
What
I
did
took
you
all the
do with
towels.
them? Do you
That's
still
what-
I took
have
all
them?
the-
You
they're
still
sit-
using them?
They're in my linen closet. They're free sheets if
No.
somebody needs them.
That's gonna
'Cause
be.
they
That's,
didn't want them, so I took them. You know?
Oh, God.
I'm probably about to bust out
And
the hotel sheets.
there was
every-
no additional charges, you know,
No,
from the
and
car.
crazy because I took the hair dryer too, and you would think
Oh.
no additional charges, nothing.
Don't even worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't even worry about it,
Here,
sweetheart.
up
You don't even
yours.
need it. You don't even need it,
Listen,
sweetheart.
I don't get mad. I get even.
Listen.
They got them.
I knew he did something because he left real
He
chill.
was, yeah, he was like,
real
"Don't worry, I
calm
got
when he left.
I got my revenge. I got him." Like, oh, what you do? I'll
Because
tell you
when we were
later.
checking out, I really wanted to complain, but it was like Philip and I just looked at each other like, "But we leaving. So what is
Mhm.
the point? What do we gain?" He just gonna be like, "Okay, my bad, get out." So
Yep.
it's like, that's what's up. Don't even trip. But Pride was real chill. So it's like, what did you do? Because me and Philip still mad, but you
Yeah, I
chilling
definitely gave him some
peacefully.
dirty glances on the way out, like, and he was looking at me like, "Now what did
Pride
I
came
get
out
from
real
that?"
tranquil. Like we would gain nothing from complaining, and that's fair.
Because at some point you have to decipher between. And Kason was the bigger person because when Kason was gonna go, I was gonna go. So I was
I
waiting
did
for the
that.
heads up. You did. You were real nice and mature, but
That was pretty good. My
Yeah.
altercation, it was like, if it was like day 2 and we weren't going nowhere, I'll show my ass. But it's like, we getting ready to leave anyways. Don't humor me. Don't do that. So it's like, now I know going forward, I ain't coming here no more.
Mhm.
Yuck.
Never
you
again.
know?
That
It's-
hotel was horrid.
it was. But B, would you like to
They
explain
did give complimentary breakfast.
that breakfast
Yeah.
was not it?
That
Girl,
breakfast wasn't.
it was very
a
complimentary.
lot of
but,
hotels give continental breakfasts, so that's not even like a real standard for hotels. I mean, it is, but like it isn't. I mean, it is, but like, okay.
Okay.
So, B, would you like to talk about what it's been like moving to Texas? How do you feel comparatively to how you felt in Baltimore, Maryland?
Especially because this is your first time moving out and your first time you move to another state. That's
Hey.
pretty big.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. It's been really great. I've had a great time living alone, you know, being used to it being just me and going to work with a fully different commute has been interesting, a fully different office. That's been cute. It's real fancy out here compared to like it's a suburb, but it's like the city's right there. Suburb versus like there's farms right there, suburb. So you know that's also been an adjustment. It's been quite cute. Um, yeah. I've never lived this close to a city before.
Never.
Interesting.
Never.
Oh yeah, because you did have to drive. There was
Yeah.
definitely like an hour drive between the airport and your house, so that is true.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he lives
Remember
quite
when they was
far.
trying to they were charging for every 5 feet when we were
the
leaving
toll.
the airport? They did that.
Right,
Like, we
my
just
dad
had
was
a
so
toll.
shook.
I
Oh,
was
they
so
had so many
mad. I was
tolls.
so
We
mad.
trying to dig
We
in pockets
really-
for dollars and stuff. I think I got a
drove through a
5.
toll, and then 5 minutes later hit another
Yeah,
toll.
but I
I
just
was
did
like,
They
that toll.
did that. I'm like, I do not have cash on me. It is 2021. Like, I think I
said,
got a
"Who
5.
does-" I was like, who does that? Who does that?
Like I don't it'd be one thing if they weren't on the same like maybe you made a turn and then
Yeah.
there's a different toll. It's the same road. With
I was like,
miles
"Ooh,
apart toll.
let us hit another toll. We just gonna go gun it right on through. They got them. Just go.
We gotta go. Sorry.
We gotta go.
We
That
gotta
make no
leave.
sense.
There was definitely 2 tolls on that one street.
And that one street, 2 tolls. Where they do that at?
Nowhere. I've never.
Yeah. Arizona doesn't
That's
actually
correct.
have tollways.
But that was also a very big airport because
Yeah,
when
that
we
airport was
got
That
right
airport
back,
was wild.
huge.
There was highways
it
from
was
the airport.
huge.
Yeah.
Listen, I was so stressed by the airport and by the roads and the driving. Oh, the way I almost saw
Texas
that.
drivers, let's talk
Oh,
There
about
was
it.
a lot.
Texas
Respectfully. Let's talk about it.
Respectfully,
Because
let's
it was
talk
the
about
way
it.
I found myself praying at one point, like,
Y'all
Lord,
are
I
the
just want
most-
to get back.
aggressive drivers I have ever seen, and I live in Florida, and that is saying a
Listen,
lot.
Pride
I
came
am used
over
to
with
LA
a,
traffic, and that
Yes.
hit different.
Pride came up with like a day illness when he was there, and we went. Me and D went to go get what was it? We went to go get something like Pepto Bismol, cough meds. It was something for whatever ailment he
Yeah.
was going through. I think it was stomach stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
what-
stomach stuff.
Yes,
It was.
okay. So then me and D get there, and I'm like, I text the group chat like, "Oh, I'm not making it back. We not gonna get. You ain't gonna get this medicine." Because when I tell you, we was bobbing and weaving and turning, and I was like, "Hello," and then at the same time, cars would be doing the same thing. So it's like the aggression is reciprocated, which just makes it look like a battle between automobiles and who's gonna
It's
win.
great. I was like, y'all are
Y'all
some
went out to eat.
aggressive drivers.
It was friends cussing friends out, driving right next to each other.
Yes,
Oh,
Like,
And
yeah.
it was like,
Me and
not
Beans was
y'all.
going through it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
D
They
and Free-
shaking their fists at each
Yes.
other like we ain't going to the same location.
Listen, I was so confused when Yanni didn't let D over. Like, hello, like he was like, I gotta get over, and then Phoenix was like, ain't nobody getting over. It was like, who now? Yeah, ooh, I hated it there. That was
The
a
food
lot.
was good though.
Oh,
I
the
like
food
that
was
one
great.
restaurant. That guy was nice enough to read me the menu, and then I still said, "Wait, huh?"
That
You
was
met the
food.
hibachi restaurant?
Not the hibachi.
No.
Oh,
Oh, when I made a friend and y'all was hating.
Yeah,
'cause he
what was
in
his
the
name?
home.
Oh,
remember
God.
he
Talking
explained
about the hot
everything.
pot.
Yeah, no, not hot pot. Oh, that
What
was
was
at
he
the
talking about?
Case and call. No, did you talk? Oh, I thought you were talking about the one guy who read you the whole menu and then you
Yes,
said
that was
hot.
at the.
Yes,
Oh.
that was at the place
Yes.
before we
Oh, I
went
thought
out
you
got our
meant-
nails
That's
done.
before
done.
we
Little
went and
boy.
got our pedicure.
No, she's
That
talking
was
about.
before that.
Remember,
okay,
she was
now.
talking
And then
to
I made
stuffed
a friend
animals.
at the hibachi. Yeah, I
Yeah.
made
Well,
that
you
was
made,
that doll was cool.
that
I
was
got
the
that.
hot pot. We are getting hibachi, hot pot, and that little Oak Creek
We did a
restaurant.
lot.
We did.
We went to the movies, and I
Casey's-
know they were sick of us. 'cause we
Casey
was
couldn't
just
handle her
talking.
sake. That's. She's fit
Pride
that
made
around
me
now.
Philip, do you have
laugh.
the room? Do you
I
have the room,
did.
Philip?
I did.
Because you did it.
You
But every time
did.
I
I
looked at
did.
you, every time I looked at Philip,
Oh.
his shirt was losing buttons.
That
and he
was
was. When I tell you Philip's shirt started on his shoulder, and I looked away and looked again, and it was his
Midget.
nipple was showing, and I was like, "What's going on?"
No, but the thing about it was, I not only did I swallow my sake, I also caught whatever was thrown into my mouth. I think it was some sort of cucumber vegetable. I caught it though.
Oh, true.
Case and
Everybody
fully did they
else
put
missed.
on?
Wait, I got one. I got one. Okay, so Chili Mac got all of his. I was good with my sake, but Pride was whispering to me, and I am very much immature. So he had me. I was done. It's like not this grown man saying little slick shit to me while he pouring something in my mouth and I cannot respond. And then Price started, what did you say to me?
I said, "Come on, Mighty Mouth."
There we go. And I was done. I was like, I'm done. I hate it here. Because it wasn't that he was doing what he was doing.
He said,
It
"Open
was-
your pretty mouth."
Yes, like
Oh,
don't
this
talk to me like this, like, bruh. And by then I got a mouthful of sake, so I'm like, not him talking to me like
Yeah, you
this.
put that shit right out. Oh!
I was
It went
like,
wrong.
all I heard was Mighty Mouth, and I was done. I was like, yep, this is gonna be because it was either that or it was coming out of my nose. Because I'm not
Oh.
laughing. It was a lot. Pride made me laugh. I am immature,
so
and I
Oh,
hold
that
that
was
L.
pretty funny.
I hold it. That's fair.
The worst
I'm
part
so
about
happy it's
Flew out.
recorded.
The worst
Look
part
at the
about
video
this-
again,
the
hilarious.
worst part about this is as long as the podcast has been going in that Texas trip, I still have not edited and uploaded.
Oh,
that vlog.
Philip,
I
he
like to
made
say,
it. He
Philip
made a
gave us
teaser
a
for that.
preview,
Yes,
a teaser, and
3
then gave
months
us
ago.
nothing. Gave us nothing. I told him to release another teaser. He said, "What am I doing a teaser for?"
Because you're not doing an actual video.
exactly.
So I
Keep us
mean,
engaged, involved.
Listen, I went through a lot
last
for a
time I saw
month.
Philip, he was dancing in the living room, and I'm thinking, where's our Texas trip? Where is it?
Listen, I was captive to things for a whole month. And then by the time I got out, school was like, give me your time. Give it here. All of it. Thank you. Every bit of it. I was like, oh, I'm going to get to it. It's going to be uploaded eventually at some point.
Eventually, 2 years
By then,
later,
B gonna be
y'all, I
living
done
in
finished the
Washington.
Texas trip, right?
Exactly. B gonna be
Washington.
somewhere else by then.
No,
We gonna be 4 trips in by the
I plan to have it uploaded sometime within
Will it
probably
be
this
before
week.
we go to Arizona to see you?
Yes, it will probably be within this week because I have things that are coming up in 2 weeks that I need
All right,
to
y'all
also
heard it
have
here
recorded.
first. If it ain't up there, add him.
Add
Pac-Man
me.
613.
It's gonna come out on Wednesday, so it ain't by Wednesday. It's gonna
No,
be about
it's gonna be it's gonna be out maybe like that Thursday, Friday. So y'all will hear this before it
Two
will
days
come out.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, Monday,
Following
Tuesday,
Monday,
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Saturday,
Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
What?
I hated this. I hated that.
Gosh. Oh gosh.
Where do we
I
wanna
hope
go
y'all
next
are
from
enjoying. I mean, this is unstructured, so we just, tossing the ball around. Remember, this is
Listen.
the unformatted.
I'm not used to not having a
Episode.
format. I'm used
Yeah,
to
this
yelling
is
in the Word
interesting.
document. Little do you know,
Yep.
I have them all pull up the GG got Word document.
Ooh.
You bragging.
the
Oh,
GG's,
amazing.
the GG's Word document, and I'd be in that like, sweetie, come on, cut this off. Cut this off. Yep, right. I'd be 4 minutes, so I don't know what to
transition
do.
in.
Well,
We
school
could
done took
transition.
Philip. B is in a new state, living her life
Pride
like
is
it's golden.
obsessed to Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Free-
we
yeah,
lost
but what's
pride.
going on with you,
He
lost
Free?
pride
You
last
up?
First, okay, let me start by saying, before we get into the Monster Hunter stuff, the only thing that's really happened to me is like work has been taking me like, it always takes me. Like I'll just disappear for weeks on end.
It's
That's
almost
because I have to
holiday
work.
time.
Yeah, and it's gonna get even worse when the holiday
Yeah.
time comes. Like I'm just gonna have to be working like 16-hour shifts and stuff like that. But 2 days ago, I was at work and my chest got real tight for some reason. And I was like, damn, what's going on with my chest? So I called my mom and I said, Mom, my chest hurt. And she said, what the fuck you calling me for? And I
What's
said,
she gonna do?
I don't
That's what I was
just,
wondering. My
I
chest
just
hurt.
wanted-
Okay.
I just wanted to talk to her. She was like, does your arm hurt too? I was like, a little bit. She's
Not
like,
a-
do you smell toast? And I was like, no. She's like, go to the doctor. I was like, okay. So then I left work and I went to the ER and my man took my blood pressure. And when I tell you, if looks could kill, I would have died 4 times. The way that man was looking at that blood pressure monitored little thing, his eyes got big and then they narrowed, then they got big again. And I was like, am I dying? And he was like, oh no, this reading is a lot. I was like, what do you
he
mean?
did that. I ain't got my glasses
Nothing
today.
making you uncomfortable.
He said, I can't see
He said,
Jesus.
Jesus, my contacts.
So then he puts his little glasses on and he goes, oh, your blood pressure is really high. Yeah. So so now I have a list of things I can't eat, and y'all know I don't like being told what to
Here
do.
you
So
go.
I'm struggling with that. And
Yes. Y'all remember
Yeah.
when B was out here
What-
with a whole list
Yeah,
of things she
that's what I
couldn't
was
You
gonna
eat?
were pride had
Yes.
test for me.
Oh, yes.
but that's different though. Bees
How's
was
it
acid
different?
reflux. Mine is like,
Because you don't drink enough water, yes.
not
Don't do
now.
that.
We're not gonna
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I drink plenty.
Did
I'm
he
drinking
lie?
water right now.
Pride, how much
Kason,
water have you
you
drank
keep
today?
that energy?
What
You
you
match
saying
that
my
energy?
name for? This
Can
ain't
you
got
match
nothing to do with me. I
Can
ain't
you match
smelling burnt toast. I'm chilling. Hello? This
First
ain't
of
got
all,
nothing
I
to do with
wasn't
me.
smelling burnt toast either. I wasn't having a stroke. My blood pressure was
I'm
just
sorry,
going.
Preet. I'm not coming for you, but B came out her good chest with that one. This ain't got nothing to do with me. The day the doctor tell me to live different, I'll live different. But right now, ain't
Casey, you're
nobody
not
tell
gonna
me
live
nothing.
with no doctor. Girl, you did
Listen,
that.
you
Oh,
went to the
can't
doctor.
tell me nothing.
The last time you went to the doctor.
Listen.
Casey ain't been to a doctor in at least 5 years.
Since
This is
1992.
Listen,
Casey,
Casey, I
don't
don't
you
go
don't
to
go
the
to the
doctor unless I
dentist?
have to either. So you know.
I go when I have to. It's been a while.
Exactly. I go when I have to. It's very much that.
Because I'm convinced when I go for no reason, they just be making
They
shit
find
up.
shit. Yeah. They
They
just
just-
be making shit
I
up.
can go into the doctor fine and
They be
leave like you got 2 weeks.
Oh,
Like,
not your-
wait,
They be like, "Ooh, your celiac is doing a lot." Excuse me.
excuse me.
I'm
I
great.
hate
I
y'all.
had
This
no
is like
problem
waiting
with my
for the
Similac ever.
this
Let
is
me
like
they
tell
waiting
you.
for the oil change
Listen,
light to
what's
come on to get it changed. Like, let me go get this
They
changed.
said, "What's going on with these glucose levels?
When
Leave me
my brake
alone.
lights
Let me
cut
live."
on, then I'll deal with it. But as it
Ooh,
stands,
not
I'm
your
chilling.
body having to shut down to go get some help. I hate that for y'all.
Down. Y'all
It's
function
very-
like men.
But you know what I hate? It's very much that though. Like something got to be wrong for me.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
Don't
it.
fix it.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with me. I am chilling. I am
Yeah.
happy to be
I said,
here.
"Ooh, my
and I'm
chest
leaving
real
it at
tight. Let me go to the doctor and see what's going on here."
Free,
You
that's
know?
fair. Something didn't seem right, so you checked
Exactly.
it out.
Exactly.
But if everything,
And
everything.
now I can't eat red meat, shellfish, dairy.
Oh,
Damn.
Yep.
You can't eat.
You better get that water.
now, B,
Wait,
you better
wait.
be more sympathetic.
Water
Don't be yelling. You
leaves.
can't.
Water
Not
leaves.
What you mean more sympathetic? He said the same shit to me. I don't feel bad.
You right.
First
I
of
tried.
Am I
all,
supposed to
yours
feel bad 'cause I
again,
don't?
yours was for acid reflux, girl. You could have took some Tums and been great. Y'all was just
No, but it was situational as a reflux. 'Cause I don't have it. Like I'm,
I'm
good.
just saying. I'm just saying.
It really came about for no reason. And the
Not
thing was,
that
they said
makes
I had
you
acid
dumb.
reflux, but I didn't have any actual acid coming up. I was just bloated and like I had no appetite. They just said it was acid reflux.
See, now they just making stuff up. This is why I
Now.
don't trust it. We
hate
got to
y'all.
tell you something. You came in here. So I guess it's this.
And that's why that acid reflux medicine didn't work. It just eventually stopped. It's just crazy.
So y'all want me to go to the doctor so they can just tell me any old thing
No.
just to get me out.
I
Now
mean,
they
the only
got
thing,
that.
they
I mean, if
probably gonna,
everything's well functioned, they're gonna be like, "Ice, is she good?" And they're gonna keep it pushing.
Nah, with my luck.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
with your health, sis, that's probably what will happen.
With
They be
my
like,
luck.
I feel like you're a lot like me, Kason, and we know what's wrong. Like we
I know when something ain't
Yeah,
right. I know that sounds
Here y'all
stupid and
go.
foolish,
Because
we know.
but I know me well enough to know, like, yeah, this ain't it.
right. Let
And
me
I may
go.
not be, I may not know exactly what ain't it, but I can tell when something.
It-
And I
yeah.
thought that'd be
basically,
like
when
something
every
ain't
human
cranking
being-
like it needs to.
y'all
When
really
my,
said like
when my
every
little
human being.
equilibrium is off, I can tell.
Exactly.
Like, nah, this
Your
ain't.
homeostasis?
Yeah,
Not
but
your
my homeostasis. That's
homeostasis.
what it is, though. I can tell when something's off. I kind of feel like Deborah Cox, like nobody's supposed to be here. I can feel it.
I can feel
I
it.
can feel it.
I can feel it.
Can't stop, breathe on the step.
Feel it. Fake.
My
Now,
love is right. Okay, I'm great.
Freed, you're not crazy. I know what you speak
Okay.
of. It's
Thank
very
you.
true.
Well, as a bitch who actually goes and gets help when things are needed, these past 3 months have snatched me up, but we're on the road to recovery. Post the Texas trip, I was like, ooh, depression is taking me. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get me some help. And so I talked to a doctor. I also talked to a psychiatrist, and I'm also talking to a therapist.
Not therapist.
A
Wait,
therapist.
we need to get into a Squarespace sponsorship, so we can be like Squarespace. Or wait,
Now-
Now.
Talkspace.
there we go.
No, it's Square.
There-
I couldn't
It's
know it was
Talkspace.
Squarespace.
I think it's called
Talkspace.
Squarespace is the one with the website.
Oh, the
Talkspace.
card.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
Talkspace.
okay.
First face is cards.
Okay, never mind. I thought
Okay,
we were.
wait.
I thought that's what you. meant.
That's what I need. I need a Talkspace so I can plug that in. But yes, so I've been.
Squarespace is a website builder.
Yeah, it is a web. Yeah, Squarespace is.
So yeah, Squarespace is.
Not to have it Squarespace and Talkspace.
Yeah, but
for
Talkspace is the one for
Yeah, it's the
therapy.
therapy.
Yeah.
like, you
yeah.
gonna keep saying therapy.
Can I? Okay, therapy. Yes. So I got into all of that. It was a very that's why I haven't edited anything. I took a whole month off from like content creation. it was a very eye-opening, awakening month. But we're making strides to get better and do better and be better. And
Well,
so
love that for you.
I was just
I love that for you.
I I'm a very private person. Well, as private as a content creator can be, because that's
Okay,
kind
I was
of
about to say, you want to elaborate on that?
Private.
shut up.
I've
Shut
seen a
up.
lot of you, Philip.
I've
I've
seen
seen
more
a
than
lot.
I've ever needed to see.
Too
I see
much.
things I
That's
don't
because
even
way
like
too
to.
much.
y'all try to negate my kitty, and I was like,
No,
not me, not me.
no, that's not how that
I'm
went.
so glad to this day that I've never seen that.
Oh, you're so
love
happy. You're so
I
lucky.
love that.
We
To
saw it
this
for no
day.
reason at all.
Because
No
y'all
one
tried
even
to play
asked.
me.
He just said, "You want
Y'all
to see
tried
me
to-
see something?
Y'all tried
You
to
want to
play
see a
me.
dead body?" That's what it was.
Not
You guys
Really,
want to see a dead body?
that's really what it was.
Wait, why
It's-
is your dick on this dead girl's phone? That's the best. Wait, that made me more.
Now-
Why is your dick on
On
this
this dead girl's phone. That was the best quote in a television show
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to say this because I wanted to be impactful in life. And y'all know if y'all need help. Ooh, I don't know what's going on in my throat.
It's
But if y'all
also
need help,
important.
yes, to go
it's
get
very
it.
important.
It is okay not to be okay.
that part.
I feel like we talked about mental health and content creators before, but
Yeah.
it's a very much a
It's-
thing that happens.
It's very much a thing.
Speaking of content creation, what's everyone been up to?
Cup of Noodle still got to go. Cup of Noodle hosted the Olympics, but don't want to say nothing about
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
but don't want to
It
talk about it.
did.
Imagine hosting the Olympics.
The what? Say it
The
again.
Olympics.
I like that. Hey, one more time. Olympic.
The Olympics.
The
The
Olympics.
Olympics.
The Olympic.
The Olympics.
Olympics. Yes.
The first podcast was. I mean, the last podcast was before.
What's about
Oli-
the Olympics?
Yeah.
It was like right before it, correct? Like
Yeah.
that was when the
Thing
trials.
here is you could put the blame on me.
Yes,
Let's
because
be fair.
she
We
was
will put the blame on you, guys.
no a solid
Imagine me
month.
being
We
you
only
don't
get
overdo
warranted a
it.
month, only a month, because she was here. She was booked for like 3 weeks,
Yeah,
and
it's
then the
3.5
rest,
weeks.
yeah, and then the rest was. I think B started moving.
But right after that, B was moving. It really,
Mhm.
the monster went back to school. It really was just
I
a
went,
lot.
there
You
was a
went
lot that
back to
happened.
school.
Yeah. That free time really escaped us. It
escaped
was
us.
gone.
Yeah. So, Payson, how was that? Did you enjoy it? How did you feel about the Olympics overall? What would you give it out of a 10?
Considering the circumstances, it wasn't bad. I'm not. It's weird when you're, watching the playbacks and talking to people, and it's literally just an empty room, or just like an empty gymnasium. I can't begin to imagine how that feels because I think you are used to people, cheering for you and yelling your name, but you're just coming in, especially like with gymnastics, and you're seeing them do all their routines, and it's just empty. I don't know. It hit very different, but really cool. I learned a lot. I got to see a lot. I met a lot of really cool people. I met some Olympians. They were really nice. They were funny because I was kind of nervous because, athletes are different. So I didn't know if they were going to be like shy or they didn't talk much. They just as crazy as everyone else. They were cool.
Come on,
Really enjoyed-
athletes.
I really thought you said Apple Eats. I was like, who?
That's that new app I'm working on. I told you not
Come
to.
on,
Come
go
on,
to
Apple
it.
Eats? Yes.
You better trademark
That's
it.
a surprise.
Or Apple
Wait.
come and snatch your wig right on off.
They was like, you
Like,
thought.
They said,
you
who's
thought.
Apple? Not my
Cease and
Apple.
desist. Cease and desist.
Cut this off.
immediately.
Immediately.
I mean, like, see what had happened was okay.
I was inspired. No, you copied. Thank you.
No, it was great, and honestly, it's just been a busy couple of months. But I am happy to be back here. I did miss y'all. I do look forward to this. Crazy and all, and this is like the most I've gotten to see y'all. So again, I'm
In
just happy.
a
to be
minute,
here.
yes. It's
Yeah.
been a minute. We haven't convened like this in a hot minute.
So much be happening, and then we can't really tell each other what's going on. It's just like a real quick cliff note. And it's like, I'll
Yeah.
tell you more later. That's literally what it's become.
Okay, but we all tried to do an Apple FaceTime call, and Pride just complained about. Oh, first of all, that was ghetto. But
It was ghetto. It was
Very
that
ghetto.
was so ghetto. First of all,
that
that
Pride
was
was
so
just
ghetto.
complaining about why can't I hear nothing? Why does it look like
That
this?
was so
Why
ghetto.
Let's talk about how Pride
Ghetto.
almost got an iPhone, but then gave up.
I almost got an iPhone again yesterday too. And that's
Right.
I'm
Bruh.
Because we need to,
confused.
because we have to, we literally, the new iOS update, you can FaceTime people and then you can send a link to the Android users.
That link is
Mm.
ghetto.
It's to the
I'm
ghetto,
saying
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That
it's
link
to
is
the
Like,
in
they
ghetto.
put it on the
poverty.
screen like 5 times.
Yes.
I've never had a FaceTime call where it actually took me to a web browser.
But wait, remember Kason couldn't hear me, but B could hear me, so I had to be like, B tell Kason this. So I was screaming,
That
and then
was so
Kason
gay.
didn't
It
hear
was
me.
so ghetto.
It was a lot.
It was a wrap. Ooh.
I learned how to do something new during a FaceTime call where I can change my face.
Oh,
I
that
love
was
it so much. B don't like it, but she did it too, and she was Ryan Jamal.
Ryan Jamal.
Did you make yourself look like a Cheeto?
I make myself look like a baby, and then
Oh,
I'd be like,
no.
"What's that?"
Oh, I hated that. I hated that. I do remember that.
I love it so much. I'm gonna call y'all when this over. I'm gonna do it again.
I'm not picking up. Like, I just want.
Listen, if y'all want me to get iPhone so bad, pay off this phone and I get an iPhone. Don't even worry
Right.
about it.
You
How
just
much?
Pay for
now.
the phone.
What
Just
you-
give them the phone back.
Huh?
Just give them the phone back.
Well,
can
no,
trade
because I
in.
can get it. I can get it cheaper if I just pay this off and then get another one.
Why can't you just give them Bite the phone?
Because it'll be cheaper if I just pay this phone off and then just get a different phone.
Oh, I do have pictures
Oh,
of
because
Kason as a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ugly.
Because don't call me an ugly baby. Oh, because if not, you have to pay for the remainder of the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Bet,
So
I
once I,
got
pay this
you.
phone, when I this
Not
phone,
this
once I
phone.
pay
Oh,
this
this
phone
phone.
off,
You better pay
pay
that
this phone
thing.
off. I'll think about getting an iPhone.
That
Oh,
phone
he
is
went from doing it
tainted.
to thinking about it.
Because AT&T hit me up the other day talking about, you've been a loyal customer, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, you talking real sweet, but where's the catch?
Mhm.
Where's the other foot? When will this shoe
When
drop?
you gonna drop?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, only $66 a month. And I said, uh-huh. You doing that. And they was
Mhm.
like, iPhone 13 Pro. I said, the Pro?
Max. Get the Pro
We'll
Max.
see.
You know he's gonna get a Max. His hands are massive.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm probably going to get a Max. I have
I
to
think
get
that's
it.
what I have now.
I have to get a Max.
I have a regular.
I'm not
Porter
going to
and
lie,
I
though, but that
finally
Android
got
phone that flips out into like that little screen
that.
Flip that flip.
That is
Oh,
foolish.
that's
Now,
good.
it
pride.
looks so cool. I want it.
No, I would only get a sidekick if they brought back something old.
That
Porter and I
Oh,
finally
so
are on the
bad.
same phone plan, and on me, I think it's all about the same, but it just looked like it costs more because everybody phones are on here, and so I'd be looking at it like phones are expensive. I
They
don't like
are.
this life, but I don't think it's different. I just think it hits different because now we're all together as
Yeah.
opposed to different. Yeah, it just hits different. I
And a lot of
complain
times
once
the
a month.
plan is more expensive than the phone.
Yes, because my plan is like I can upgrade whenever I want, but I don't. I keep the phone forever. I won't get another phone until like
Kason, we
2025.
got to get that wallet substituted out, but that one step at a time.
Ain't nothing wrong with my wallet.
I got one of them wedge wallets that everybody be talking about, and I hate it.
Is that the one like
With
it's
the
your
little
phone?
clip.
Yes.
I hate it.
They're
I
supposed to
hate
be
it
like
so
real
much.
durable and
I hate it. I was like, I don't even use money. Who walks around with bills? What I need this
this
money
is
clip
true.
for?
You a pimp? You got a
Like,
money
what do
clip.
yeah, a
You
money
got a
clip
money clip.
on that
Okay.
damn wallet. A money clip. I was like, I hate this.
I don't know. When you say you got money on a money clip, it sounds like you choose sunflower seeds
Yeah.
and you just be spitting them
Yeah.
out while you
And
talk
you
to
got a
people.
real ridiculous hat on at all
Yes.
times.
An eccentric hat, if you
Yeah.
will. You know, I see that.
An eccentric hat.
It's an eccentric hat. It ain't a regular hat. That hat eccentric.
I can't wait to
Eccentric.
turn like 40 and start wearing those big hats that the women wear to church.
Oh, Philip, not you walking around with church hats.
I
on
really
all the
am
time.
with a big ass
I-
ribbon and a bow
You know what's
and a
funny?
feather.
I
Yeah.
can see it though. I
Yeah.
definitely
I
see it.
can-
I'm picking up knitting at 38. So I'm a knit. I'm gonna have
Why
a
are
big
you
ass-
planning
Why
this
is there a
out?
time? But why do you
38?
have to be 38 to knit? You
Because
can knit
I
now.
know, but I feel like it's like
38 is
something,
that
yeah,
that's
it's
that
something I
age?
want to save for my older essence. Like I feel like right now I couldn't
Why is
handle it.
38 old?
I said older essence. I'm 21, Kason. 38
I
is
guess.
definitely older than 21.
I mean,
That's
Philip, you
17
can pop out a baby, and then by the time you get to 38, then you have a 17-year-old child.
How was
Why would
Philip
I
going
have
to
a
pop out a
Why would I
baby?
have a baby?
There's
So
a lot.
you can knit for your baby.
There was a lot of I have a lot of questions. But
I
you know,
also have a
go
lot of
off.
questions. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
get
have
into
any questions. I'm just gonna sit back and listen to the responses, really.
I've had over these past months, I really debated, getting back into the game and into the field of like women. Because I feel like
No,
I'm
you
glad
have
you.
not.
I'm glad
What?
you bring that
Have
up.
you?
yes.
I'm
Yes.
glad you. I'm glad you brought that up.
Please.
Why pride? Why do you
Come
why you
on.
glad? Because
No. I'm gonna let you finish your story first.
Because I just honestly I feel like what's just been missing is the sexual attraction. And I feel like I can fix that. I can get into that. Because women, for me, we always have this nice emotional connection. Physically, we be on game. I have like marriage deals with like a bunch of my best friends. Like only two of them are like real. But like if I'm like single when I'm like 35, we gonna get married. And I feel like I could settle down and knock somebody up and live a happy life. If they accept me for me, I don't see why I cannot be in a hetero.
I don't think it's crazy. I think in this day and age, I think it's more about companionship than anything. So I think the stereotypical, family isn't what people think. It's just about companionship and being a partner with someone. It used to be way more black and white. Like you get married, you do this, you do this. Now, even your basic standard, like heterosexual married couple, there you see a lot more divorce, but I think it's because people are learning it's more than just saying you're married. I think you want an actual companion. You want someone you actually like. As opposed to it's like, no, I married him. But it's like, are you friends? And that's not a weird construct anymore. I think you want to love who you love. You really want to be with them, not just in union via marriage.
Yes.
I don't think it's crazy.
I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna play the sport, but
I was just thinking about it, girl. I
ain't gonna do it. I was just thinking about
I was thinking about it, girl. I ain't gonna do it. I did it. Not Philip randomly calling us on a Sunday talking about I did it. Like, wait,
what did you do?
Like, what did you do?
I don't like the way, and when I say I did something, the way they called me, what'd you do? What'd you do? What be?
Because there's a range of what you did versus what you may have actually done.
But we know it's something. And if you call and lead with that, we know it's foolish. I know for a fact, let me get something to drink and sit down because we're going to be talking for the next 40 minutes. It's never just a quick call. It's never like, oh, I did it. And it's simple.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's valid. But
it always turns into, so what's your move?
What's the next? What happens next?
So what happens next?
Yeah. Hindsight and everything. What's the plan?
Nice. So, but this is what happens when I don't have a fucking script. But in hindsight of things, or in the moment, living in the Jigum now, it is
Jigum now. You Philip.
Living in the Jigum now. It is October, and this podcast will be coming out in October. So. How are y'all feeling about, Halloween and the...
No, I thought Brian had a story.
I had an idea.
Oh, no, it was just me announcing that I've sworn off all men completely and I'm celibate now.
Oh my
So,
God,
Oh.
give me to that.
Is this real?
Yes, 100%.
What you mean? Wait.
So what's the
How did we get here?
Men ain't
Because
shit.
when I
It's
tell you
just-
we have not talked.
Okay, that's fair.
We have not
I yell
talked
that
since-
once a week.
It's just a realization I've come to is that, the only thing I need to be happy in life and complete is myself. And
That
that's
is very
that's the
much
journey. That's the journey that I'm on now.
So you're done.
Wait.
Just no more playing the field in general.
Wait, can I
In
have my
general, I'm
pass?
done. Yes.
I want my little slice of dick before you sell it off.
Now,
What?
Pride is out here about to be a celibate nun. Hello. That's
Would you want a
crazy.
piece of them too?
It's out of
how we get
out
here?
of principle. You know what, Pride? This is why
Half
we
of
get.
the GGs
Not
get
you.
me.
Exactly.
Wait, but
Only
Kason.
Philip will make pride celibacy
No.
about him. That let the record show. If anybody would do it, it's Philip.
If there's
What
a will,
about me?
if there's a-
What about you?
Where my hug at? If there's a will, there's a way.
Where my
Where
hug
my
at?
hug at?
Hate it
Listen,
here.
the other half
Oh
of
my
GG,
God.
let's not act like the other half of GG ain't just scotch free. Y'all have
That's
gotten a
true.
couple of allegations as well. Y'all have been in
That's
the
true.
thick,
That's
into
true.
the thick of it. Y'all have been
Yeah.
into the-
Y'all don't get as many allegations as we get, but they be
They be
popping.
Imagine you can't just be friends with someone without
You
someone
really
else trying to
can't.
make
You really can't.
First
You
of all, I'm
really
gonna say it like
can't.
this, and I'm only gonna say it like this. I do what I do, and I am where I be. And if y'all want to make weird ass fan fiction about it, go off. I'm
Oh,
never gonna argue
Please,
it.
Not
please
the
send it to
Wattpad.
me. Please send it. I love fan fiction. I
It's
love
Deny
Right.
the
fan fiction.
allegations.
Please.
Deny them.
Yeah, I'm denying nothing. If y'all want to make fan fiction about me and B, let's get it.
They
That's
was
me.
nibbling
Let's
kitty in
take it
Texas.
now.
They was nibbling kitty in Texas.
La, 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 la. All right? If if y'all want to get into that, you do you. Back it up,
As
Buttercup.
her social media associate, I would just like to say that the allegations are true against Eye Noodle. I and myself and my person do not
Confirmed.
cannot have relations with that
I'm
woman.
in charge of my socials. I'm sorry, Justin. You working
Now
overtime
B
now.
gotta
I'm
work
so
overtime
sorry.
now for these allegations.
Delete.
You don't put our morals in question. This isn't.
Uh,
Woo!
they're gonna be
Well,
like
no, 'cause
something going on over there
I
at
only say
GG.
it because a lot
Them
of that has
GGs, they
nothing.
nasty.
When I tell you it has nothing to do with the person per se, it's just people just be thinking, and they
They
got way
do.
too much time.
They got
And
way
I
too
feel
much
like
time.
Wait,
Way
we
too
spend
much
more
time.
time.
Huh.
Philip, you say like me and you haven't had our allegations.
Oh wait, we have wait. Oh my god. Me and B have been fully married. There was we walked into a stream and the guy was like, I think B rated him, and the guy was like, "Where's your husband?" She said, "Husband." Who's
Excuse
the,
me?
Who's the husband? Pac-Man. Oh, oh, sweetie. Oh,
I
sweetie.
hate that. Oh,
Oh.
sweetie.
I hate it here. Why can't we just breathe
I was
and
so
live?
confused. I was like,
Because you're not. 'Cause
husband.
I think it's just more exciting when you put it that way. I think people know that ain't true.
It's
I
the way
just think-
people be in my DMs, like, so how long have you and Philip been dating? And I'm like, excuse you? Block.
Oh, I was gonna be messy.
That's
I'm not about to
that's
be
when you just
messy.
tell them a couple months. You know, we
A
just
couple-
testing it
Just
out.
know that.
You know.
Just know I've been in a full relationship, and pride has been a problem, and probably vice versa.
That's great. Yeah. That's also valid.
But then, but see, the thing about this, I feel like we get less allegations now that be hourly. Like, I'm gonna fuck Pride. Like, we get less allegations now.
How does it work that way?
I don't know. I don't
I
even
think it's
know.
more fun saying it, even though it may not be true, versus the truth.
Like, I actually got more allegations when me and Pride would be actively arguing than now when I'm like,
I
hey.
think when we argue that we just be fucking behind the scenes, and I don't understand how that equates. Like, we just talk like this to each other.
I don't, and it's like we don't
What's
talk
funny is
nicely
we're not
to each
even nice.
Yeah, we're
It's
not
just like
nice
we
to
just
each
yelling
other.
at each other.
And they'd be like, oh, yes, they definitely have just the best sex. Like, oh.
It's the way we spend more time arguing. It's two
Than
steps
getting
away
in-
from
than
blocking
anything else.
back. You
Yeah.
know, I don't. Which makes me laugh because I always get nervous for certain things because it's like people are like, oh, can we boot up and do this or can we hang out? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's fun on
Oh.
the outside until
But
But when you
Inside.
on the
Yeah, yeah.
inside, your
Inside,
feelings
I
don't
don't
get
want,
hurt.
yes, and
Unless
I
you
don't
was-
ever want to be
We-
responsible for that because I promise you,
Yeah.
it's just how we're built.
We are
And that's
all,
just
in a
it.
sense, very sensitive about our crafts and about what we do, but I don't like, you cannot be like overtly sensitive because
You really
ooh,
can't.
what happens here? Mm-mm.
Because I don't even know what's about to come out my mouth, so you can't.
Don't
Listen,
hold me
like,
I've been
accountable.
ready-
I don't
yeah.
know what I said 5 minutes ago.
I've been
There
ready
you
to
go.
cut
say it with
Pride
love.
off.
I'm
I've
just
been ready to
playing.
cut Kason off. I've been ready to box B. B, I'm not even like I'm gonna cut her off. I'm like, I'm just gonna fight you.
Wow.
Because what B does is so weird. Because she'll say something, right? You'll be like, "Oh, I had pizza today," and people will be like, "Oh, you had pizza? What kind of pizza? Oh, da 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 da." And it's like
Because that's when I love you, but yours is shrouded in
judgment. Yes.
B is
Jason?
definitely the most judgmental.
Just Casey up the room. Just Casey up the room.
I'm not
Just Casey up the
judgmental.
room.
When
Just
I
Casey
tell
up the
you,
room.
when I tell you, Kason, because of Kason, the phrase "I ain't even do nothing" triggers me now.
I
That's
even
all
do
I'ma
that.
say.
I do
Shut
that.
up, Kason. Shut up.
But the thing is I talk my shit and then I play dumb. But
You
B will
really do.
actually make me rethink my life choices. Like, yeah, I got cheese pizza.
You got
Oh yeah,
cheese
she does do
pizza.
that. She does.
But
do
then the
that.
thing about
And
it
I'm
is when you bark back at
Yeah.
B, because I've been in a mood when B has
She'd be
done
like,
that
"Oh,
to me.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd be
wow."
like,
And
"Bah,
then
bah,
she,
bah,
B,
bah."
B makes me feel bad about snapping on her
Yeah.
when I didn't even want this. I didn't want this.
She will
smoke.
instigate a
You
moment
get
and then
it.
be like, "Imagine you coming for me like this. That's crazy." Da-da-da. I'm like,
I
She's
just
"Oh."
real
not-
good at instigating
She
stuff. When I
is.
tell
She
you,
making me
She's like
feel
BB in the
so
group.
bad.
When I tell you, BB in the group chat instigating everything.
That's,
I be like,
that's not
great.
fully true.
That ain't
Case-
not true.
it ain't not
Best
true.
friend.
No,
But
no, especially because lately it be 80% of me not saying nothing, and then Casey and Pride be arguing or Philip be arguing, then I say one thing like, "B,
No,
I didn't even
BB
do
sitting right there like, oh, you gonna let him say that? Oh, you gonna let her say that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that happened once.
yeah.
That happened once.
Be-O
But
pop
let's remember
and
that
be like,
conversation was
"Damn."
about Casey and being not
It was.
shit.
It was.
I
And it
probably
still
did
is.
something. I ain't
You
did
said
nothing.
it's Pride Black, and I was sitting there like, huh? I was so confused.
And then I said, "Wow, Kason, I ain't even do nothing. What I do, I
I
ain't
just
even
be
do
playing
nothing."
dumb. I
Ooh,
knew what I know what I do because I do it when I do it and I'm laughing. But I
Like
just
5 minutes
somebody
prior.
gotta play dumb. But B is different because B will really make you think you did something that hurt her feelings when she was blatantly in the wrong. And there used to be times where I would go to bed, I'd be like, dang, Porter, I don't want B to think I'm mad. I feel bad now. But then I got accustomed to B's bullshit, and I know that's what she
Ow.
do. As
Yeah.
a youngest, as an only child, B be doing
B,
stuff.
okay, but think about it is sometimes like B over it online is like very scolds, like she's very aggressive, da 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 da, like she
But
will
then we meet
yell.
up with B and she's
She's-
so nice.
No, she's not nice. She's very young. Like I don't know why I feel like older than B sometimes, but I'd be like, damn, B is really
B
the
is
Machine
definitely
for
the
no
youngest.
reason.
B gives off the youngest. Philip, you give off the Persian cat.
The child. Just
Ooh,
Not
not
the
the
Persian.
Persian
Philip-
cat.
Philip
Philip, you
is a
never know
cat.
what you gonna get from Philip.
Philip just be rolling on you, pawing you in the side of the
yeah.
Then he
head.
be touching
You,
stuff,
hitting
knocking stuff
you.
over.
Yes,
He hits me all the time.
I don't get it. Philip doesn't hit me, but for whatever reason, he'll just come lay on me and he'll like
I
rub his
very
head
much
on me.
that.
And
Listen,
I'm like, what are you, Philip, are you okay? Or Philip's thing with me, and I almost cut him, is he
Wow.
held my hand, and I'm like, okay, this is a different level of intimacy with a friend because I'm not much of a hand holder, but let's get it. I love Philip. But then this grown man proceeded to try to pop my knuckles.
oh
And that's when
yes.
I lost my mind. I lost my, give me my hands. Back up.
That shit
Give me
hurt.
my hand. It felt terrible. I'm like, what's he doing? And all I heard was crack, 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 crack. I was like, no, 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 no.
No.
I don't like this. No, I couldn't do it. Philip, I was
My
so ready
love
to fight.
language is physical touch. So, and I don't think y'all understand the degree to which I love y'all. So when I see y'all, all of the physical touch via hands,
Why do I
via
get hit?
fists, because you deserve to be hit sometimes. You are
You're just a hittable beach.
You are hittable. You are real hittable.
Remember when Philip ain't talked to me for the whole day because I didn't want to hold his hand when we was walking?
Remember I walked off at the mall?
You really did walk off
I
just
said,
like a
let me
lost
go.
child. I said, "Where's Philip?" Nobody knew.
I was downstairs. Then Casey was like, "Ah!" I was like, leave me alone. I'm in Hot Topic.
I'll start yelling. It don't take much for me to start yelling.
I don't know if I have this on footage, but I was definitely rubbing up on Pride's ankle during the game.
Oh, that
And
was
then-
no. Philip, I almost punched Philip in the eye. When I tell y'all, my love language is the opposite of whatever Philip says.
I was on the.
That shit.
Right? It's not like you don't mean harm, but I'm not used to that. So for me, I'm like, what you doing? 50 feet? What we
Very
doing
much-
right
It's
now?
very much is that. It's like what's happening.
I was
Why?
on a
Why?
high chair. I was on the carpet. I was
And
like,
then
let me
he
rub on his
rubbing
ankle.
tracing my ankle with his finger, and I'm like, what's happening?
Why is this a thing?
Why is
How
this
do I
happening?
respond to this? What do
Exactly.
you want? With love. No, that's
I don't
fair.
want nothing. I just want to be close to you. Oh,
Y'all be, but not even y'all. Philip, you be doing that.
wow, that's crazy. I don't like how this became about me, Casey. You know what you do.
Just about me like 5 minutes ago.
We will
That's
not let us forget. It was about her.
It was
It
about her.
was.
You right, best friend.
I think I still want to revisit my Halloweeny question because I don't. It's
Oh,
October.
we didn't
I
even
got
talk about
distracted
that.
'cause I-
Yeah.
What if we did a live episode on Halloween and it had costumes? That's all.
I'm not gonna.
Oh
be here
yeah,
on
Casey's
Halloween.
booked on Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't be filming on Halloween regardless.
And Philip is gonna be with me on the 30th,
Man,
so we
Oh,
can.
wow. Imagine.
this is their first time finding it.
You didn't say. I thought they knew.
I thought
That's
Casey-
crazy.
We didn't know shit. We didn't know
That's
shit.
I honestly
crazy.
thought y'all knew. When Philip asked me, I naturally assumed that y'all.
Casey,
I'm usually,
I did that and I went to work. I texted you that and I was like, let me get to work.
usually I am always
Let
the
me
last
go.
to
That's
know,
crazy.
and so I genuinely just naturally assumed that by the time Philip asked me, he had already said, you know, I
You
think I'm gonna-
assumed wrong.
you very much did. You assumed very wrong.
But we,
Don't just assume me. He's sitting here cackling about it. I really,
But it's okay. I expect this from Philip. Philip don't tell me nothing, and it shows.
Pride, you
Nobody
a
tell
damn
me
lie. You
nothing.
a damn Pride. The only reason I don't tell you nothing is because it's boy drama. You gonna catch a flight here and fight somebody's son. That's why I don't tell
That's
you
true.
nothing.
I very much would.
Because I tell them because I be
I'm,
like,
I'm happy to have a friend like
I
Preet.
very-
'cause
Yeah, I
if
am
ever it
too.
went south, I would just call Preet and he'll say, "Myrna Bridge, say
Yeah,
less."
say less.
Say
And I love
less.
that.
Yeah.
Say less. And
I'd be ready to
everyone
set it
needs a
off. I'd be like,
friend.
hold
Yes.
on,
And
hold
I
on.
will forever love him for it. He don't even got to know the Carfax.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
say
need
the
to.
name.
Just say yeah.
And
Just
it's
let
a
me
wrap.
know.
I absolutely love it. That's all.
I said y'all ready to burn this bridge, and you said hold on, so I waited. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
So many incidences of
Yeah.
bridges.
Just about to be
Locations.
burnt. Ooh,
It's a
California
wrap.
online.
Very much.
All right,
They
so
wiped on
what
the
about Halloweeny?
Yeah.
'Cause you
I
can-
just, oh, B, did you get what you need to get out before you say, oh, yeah, you already did. Okay, great.
She did.
So,
Yeah, she said the last thing.
yeah, so it is Halloweeny. So, this is our time to talk about
gonna quit calling it
scary
Halloween.
things. So, I know there's, there's a couple of things we talked about beforehand. We have some Halloween, stories. Like, have y'all ever been to a scary maze, a scary haunted house? Like, those, what is it? You
Yeah.
pay to get in to get scared? Yeah.
Like Halloween Horror Nights and
Mhm.
Fright
I
Nights.
am
13th,
from
13th
Cali.
floor,
I've
yeah.
never been to any of them. I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm nor Knott's Scary Farm. I've never done it. I've done like the
Now-
carnival ones, but I'm convinced I'm gonna hit somebody. That's why I don't go.
No.
Speaking of hitting somebody, let me preface this with Halloween is my favorite holiday. Fall is my favorite season. I love everything about Halloween. I, however, do not like being scared. So going to those places, my fear response is to swing. So I've gotten kicked out of about 3 of those places.
How many people have
there's
you
one-
hit?
I've hit one girl. I feel so bad, but she crawled out of this TV, and I was minding my good business. And when I tell you, I pushed the whole TV over, and she didn't get up. I thought,
No.
ooh. I feel like I don't like to be scared, and every time I get invited to these things, I'm like, no, y'all, I don't want to go. And I always end up getting peer pressured into going, and then we get kicked out. And I'd be like, I told y'all.
That's
I just don't
crazy.
like being scared. That's all.
I
But I love
will
Halloween.
say-
Everything else about Halloween, love it.
Pride would survive something. And I feel good knowing that. He will push the TV over on you, and that's all.
And
you
I
Wow.
pushed the whole TV over.
Imagine
That girl
being-
said,
Imagine being employed and you're like, I'm gonna get him, and he's like, oh, now I'm stuck in the TV.
yeah.
I live here now.
Like, damn, now I got a concussion. But
This one clown dude, he liked to get real close. And one time he got me and I ain't swing. I said, back up, bro, you real close. So he went back in his little corner. And then later on, he showed up in the maze later. And that time he caught a 2-piece and a biscuit. It was
Now,
on him.
that's
He
the
ran up.
clothes.
He was too close.
I couldn't be me. Not me about to get fought at this Halloween farm when you paid to get scared. I hate it here.
I mean, you did pay for this. You paid for
did,
this
you
aggression. You
I
came in here
I
knowing
hate
full
go,
well what was
and
on the
I
menu.
do, and I can't control. It's a reflex. I get scared, I swing. It's just what I
I
do.
just know Pride's face isn't somewhere in one of these establishments.
Like, do
every
not let this
Halloween.
man
Do not
Don't
let
let him
this
in.
man.
No matter what he says, the answer is no.
Our poor Kelly got pushed over in a TV because of this man.
Kelly.
The only experience I've had was okay. I'm gonna preface this with a time zone, right? So y'all can get the full picture, right? Freshman year, strictly Caucasian friends. I had a girlfriend, so we go to this little fear farm. It was like a fear farm. It had a cornfield, and then they had like the big farm where you walk in, right? And I don't know what I was expecting when I went into this, but it was something. So we go in. And it's a bunch of loud noises. There was like at one point there was a stripper zombie. Actually, there was like 3
Come
of
on,
them,
7 days to die.
and it was like
okay.
blood, and they were like flying on the poles, and they were like screaming or whatever. It was kind of scary. I didn't realize that when I get too scared, I just disassociate. So when I tell you, like, I was like, am I in a movie? What is this? When I tell you, I felt like I was looking at myself from like a top-down corner view. I was like, what's going on?
Now,
And there was
let you completely leaving your body.
And so I tell you, there was one point where we were walking through like a locker room, and there was like all of these showers on, and I don't know what was happening, but there was like this guy, and actually it was a few guys that were walking around with machetes, and my shoes were wet.
Not
And
machetes.
he just whispered, like he sees I'm looking down, because at this point I'm looking at the floor at my shoes, because I'm not here all the way. Note that my girlfriend is holding me. I'm not holding her, she's holding me. Like, I mean, I think, I think if I remember correctly, she was holding me like around my chest area. So she was holding me very tight on my chest and being like, it's gonna be okay. And then this guy comes on and he was like, you can't run away. You need to look me in my face. He was like, look me in my face.
I hate
And I
it
was
when they
like,
talk to you. I
Yeah.
hate it. Oh, I hate it when they talk to you.
They're allowed to run up and talk to you.
Yes,
they're allowed
they
to
be
talk
all
to
up in the
you.
ear like, yeah,
All
you
in your
can't
ear
run from
saying-
us now. Like,
Yeah, foolish stuff.
oof. Yeah, so I
We
was
have one that's in San Diego and it's supposed to be for charity. but you get locked in with these people and you're in there for like a couple hours and they can do whatever they want. And that was just a hard no for me. Like they had people
Yeah.
like chained up, they was throwing blood, real pig blood and stuff, and hitting them, and it's for charity.
If I'm
Oh,
not
they
getting,
love throwing pig blood at people.
if I'm
for
not
no
getting
damn
fucked,
reason.
I'm not going. That's crazy.
Now.
You ruin my clothes. It's gonna be a whole nother problem.
You get my shoes dirty. It
Oh,
will
yeah.
be a real
you go.
Halloween moment.
Yeah, the
I feel like the
shoes,
last
you
time
already
I was
know.
scared was when we played that fuck ass game.
Oh
And
yeah.
I didn't know where
That
y'all
game
were.
was
I was
so
by
I
myself.
felt so bad for
What?
you. I
I
spent
was
the
so
entire time
scared.
worried
That
about
game's
you.
scaring you like
I
that.
was like, friends,
She
we all
sounded
have.
so sad. I'm like, B, were you? I'm right here.
What was
It's
the
the
name
way
of
I was
that
by
game?
myself for Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Oh,
It was the
Labyrinth
way
Ran
I
I
don't
was
was.
know if they ever
ragged.
finished that game, but it
I
really
think they
that
did.
game.
It recently updated.
Hate that.
That game was
game.
so good. It was
We need to
actually
run it back. We
yeah,
really need
we
to
do.
run it back.
I'm a
'Cause
ooh.
that was
I
prime
needed all
time.
of us our perspective though. I think I had cases, but I wanted all of us where it was like,
Yeah.
I needed all of that.
I
'Cause it
know
was
B's
stupid.
character scared the
Ooh.
absolute hell out of me. She walked up on me and I did
That
not
was
do
too
well.
funny.
Remember
Yeah.
when the vines would just pop up and just separate us, and we'd be like,
Yeah.
no.
Like, damn.
Damn, there we go.
And just like that,
yeah. When I move, you
That
move.
game was great. Oh,
Just
that game
like
was
that.
great.
I
It was
thought
them
it was
great.
stupid,
fun.
them stupid ghost on a stick. Ow!
Oh, that was scared
Those
y'all
things-
more than.
Those things
That
are running
scared
me
the
ragged.
shit out.
I
They
ain't
were
gonna
running
lie.
me.
Those things are running me.
It
It was
I
every time it happened, Pie would go, ow! Just
I
a-
got equally upset every time it happened. I
The
just
way I
never
was,
adapted.
ooh,
I
y'all
never
know,
adapted to it. I was just
y'all
mad.
know my fear response is a swing. The way I was kicking the shit out my PC. Ooh, y'all know I was,
But it was the way Pie would be like, oh, if you ever been to maze, you gotta follow left, and then we'd go left and be a dead end and be like, take another left. Like, oh,
if you're
why?
supposed to keep going, you're supposed to hug the left wall. That's how mazes work. Eventually, you find the way out. But Labyrinth is a game where you can't apply logic, so it's valid. That was a fun time, though.
It
We gotta
was.
run that back. We gotta play.
We
We
gotta
gotta
play
run Devoured.
Phasmo.
We gotta play
Yeah.
Phasmo. Oh, there's so many
Yeah.
stupid things we need to do.
Phasma been waiting for us for weeks.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much overdue.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard it's real cute now. So
Actually, Phasmo's been waiting us for a few months, actually.
Yeah.
I think I talk about it. Okay, so usually I would say this in a little Word document. We're at 57 minutes, which usually runs us around the time of an episode. So would you guys like to continue? Or would you like to start, closing out in prayer?
In prayer.
Yeah, we could close it right on out.
Okay.
It's the fact of the day, right?
I think so.
What
Is that
fact?
That's Philip.
Philip has fact of the day.
Yeah.
we're gonna go to quote of the day first, because I definitely did
Ooh,
not.
you did that.
I definitely did not.
Come
I
on.
definitely did.
You heard no format and said, fuck
No,
it. Let
I
me shrug
definitely,
my duties.
I definitely heard I didn't have quote, and I said, I bet I got us next week. I was like, oh wow. To get Casey, do you have a quote? Oh, let me look up something scary.
I'm thinking.
Mhm. We
Nah.
just
Oh,
Well,
y'all want me to give an intermediary fact of the day while y'all get
Yep,
yourself
do
together?
that.
Go ahead,
Yes,
get into that.
Get
Okay.
it together.
Have y'all ever wondered why whenever you buy like a banana flavored candy, it tastes nothing like a banana?
Yes.
That's because originally that banana flavor that you're tasting belonged to the first banana.
yes.
But then this biological virus hit it and wiped out all the bananas. So all the banana flavors you
wanted?
taste, huh?
didn't they not want the original banana?
No,
They-
the original banana, it got wiped out by a microvirus. So that flavor that you taste is based off the original banana. That's what the original bananas tasted like.
I don't like that
So
original
then
banana.
a
Then.
virus resistant
So what are the
banana.
bananas we have now?
They're
Different banana.
they're different bananas because they're resistant to that virus that took out the first banana.
Also,
I
just be
did not
known
know
that they
that.
genetic.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Every
did this
crop.
happen?
In like the 1860s, maybe.
Well, how did we have that taste? Where did we get
Because
it from?
it's artificial. Like they've been making it artificially since then.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, at this point, every crop can be assumed that it's been genetically touched on. Like the
Yeah.
original corn is not anything that looks like the corn now. Like
Exactly.
the first corn was a little maybe like 4-inch, little popper thing that she's popped in your mouth or something like that. Now we have these big stalks of corn and stuff. So, you know, it is a little different. I found it. Oh, candy corn. Did y'all know what candy corn was originally called?
No.
What?
It was called chicken feed. Candy corns first appeared on the market around the 1880s, a time when about half the American workforce was made up of farmers. Because of this, candies were often made into agricultural shapes, such as chicken feed. And now, as you think of corn shapes, that's what they called it.
Because chicken feed was mostly corn, so it makes
correct.
sense.
Yeah, so candy corn was called chicken feed.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
You're learning
didn't
something.
either. I actually learned something, and it makes my dislike for candy corn even more. I ain't eat nobody's
Wow.
chicken food.
I think
Where are we on the candy corn spectrum? Is there anyone?
no, in fact of the day.
I
have a
only
quote
I
next
have a
week.
singular friend that loves candy corn, and I love her, but I don't get her.
I like
I don't
candy
get
corn.
it either.
It's
Really?
okay.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not
I
a
know.
great candy. It's
No,
okay.
I feel
once
like y'all
you
be
eat too
making
much,
choices.
when y'all eat
Yeah.
too much, it's like, what the
It's so
fuck is in my
waxy,
mouth?
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
what's in my mouth? But I do like me a nice candy corn.
Candy corn has never been for
Jason,
me.
you should share a quote that you heard today.
Rock and roll McDonald. No, okay, no, that ain't it.
Now,
We watched Super Size Me earlier today. It was a moment we did that.
We did.
super
Okay,
size.
I'm gonna take a Halloween quote. And I'm gonna take it from one of my favorites, which is zombies. I'm gonna take a quote from Dawn of the Dead, and the
Mhm.
quote is, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth." That's my quote.
That was real prophetic. All right, come on.
Yeah. Shout out to
Damn.
zombies.
I
I
hope
Speaking of-
that.
aspire.
Oh, never
I
mind. We were wrapping
aspire.
it up. Never mind.
Go
Never mind.
ahead.
Speaking of
No, go
what,
ahead.
I'm here for
I
it.
was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, do y'all think y'all could survive a
Oh,
post-apocalyptic
come
summer?
on.
No,
Absolutely
ready to
not.
go.
Certain degree.
Shoot me
Yeah.
first.
I won't be
Yeah,
here
I'm
forever.
ready to go. Shoot
But
me.
if they're running and they're feral, you got that.
I
But
just
I'll
don't
kick it
understand
for
what you're
y'all.
living
Jason,
for.
we tried this. We really tried this the other day, and the conversation didn't make any sense when you said it the first time.
Feral zombies are different. Ferals are like the I Am Legends. They
The
run, they
fast ones, the
sprint.
28
Yeah.
days later
I'm talking about the
zombies. Yeah.
old school Night of the Living Zombies,
Yeah,
the
the
slow
ones that the
movers.
shamblers.
Yeah, you know, you can do a
Yeah.
shimmy around them and they can't catch you. I ain't scared of them. Because the only way you get caught is if you back into one or you just foolish. Them things ain't moving.
I just want to know,
Babies
like,
crawl
what do they
faster.
be
But-
living for in this apocalypse?
But we said not
Come on,
Apocalyptic.
Pocalopolis.
post-apocalyptic. Like it could be anything. It's not necessarily zombies, you know.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
would
well,
just.
if
so
it
we're
ain't
just
zombies, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, my will to live ain't that high. So since I'm ready to
Honestly,
go at the
shoot, I'll be
slightest
ready to go
inconvenience,
because now I'm going to be more heavily dependent on people, and people are the absolute
Yeah.
worst. It's time to go.
I'm gonna just go to lay down in the street and let whatever it is come take me. I know me. I wouldn't
And
fight.
I'm ready
for
to
it.
go.
Yeah.
I'd be here until the power went out. As soon as the power goes out.
yeah,
oh,
once I
let me
don't
go.
have a shower every day, like,
Yeah.
well, what am I here
When
for?
the
I'm just
food
dirty.
runs out, I'm
The
not ready
quality
to
of
go.
life
I'm
gets
hungry.
touched. I'm ready to go because the quality of life ain't hitting. So
Not
I'm
me
here,
having
but
to
for what
serve
point?
stale
Why am I
coochie.
here?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It
Okay,
really is a quality thing.
it is quality of life. No, thank you.
Because can I bring my shoes with me? No.
Jason, why
Jason,
not? You
what
have
are
like,
you-
what you gaining from that? You gonna sell them?
You did that.
What you
I'll be
gaining?
damned to just the moment I scuff my shoe. Jesus,
Now we gonna
take the
find
wheel.
Casey dead,
I don't
just
wanna be here no
holding her
more.
boxes
Clutching
like,
shoes,
yeah.
I'm gonna be
clutching all
clutching
the
my favorite
shoes.
shoes. Let me tell you, I'm gonna have a couple albums in my hand. You know, I'm ready.
The next little virus that comes out, I know where to find Casey in her little shoe
Yeah.
closet. Hate that for her.
I'm gonna be crying trying to make decisions. I can't leave these.
It's gonna be just.
Wait.
You remember when we said that when if B ever runs to the poverty and the light goes out, she's gonna be hugging her albums like, it's just you and me, baby. It's just you. And me. It's you and me.
Imagine.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
stick beside.
I'd be like,
you.
ooh, these albums gotta go.
I could never.
I need
Imagine having
electricity.
that level of resolve. I just
I need
don't.
electricity.
Kason, if your electricity went out, you would not sell your shoes.
Hell no.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the
Electricity come
same
and go.
thing.
I'll go sit in the mall all day with electricity.
Now,
I'm going to a very public place. Come
Listen,
here,
Bob
Target.
Evans used to sup-
I'm about to sit in this Starbucks all
I-
day.
Exactly. I'm gonna be
Listen.
like a pissed off writer who never made it. I'm gonna be at
2008,
Starbucks chilling.
2009, Bob Evans could have sponsored me with the way I use their Wi-Fi in that parking lot.
No, Bob Evans.
There was a Bob Evans restaurant. We sat outside. That Bob Evans like, yeah, here we go. This Wi-Fi busting. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was GG's.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Why does that sound
yeah.
like this
'Cause-
girl is poison?
I think that's what we were going
Welcome.
for.
Oh, okay, but you did the
GG's.
assignment because that's very much what it was.
It's just
That's
a
fair.
sample, a nice little sample. Like a
Sample.
sample?
Like a sample. Get you a sample. Well,
Do your
yeah.
laugh before we go, Philip.
Wait, I can't remember what it was.
That was not it. Not you accepting a new laugh in an hour. Nah, you good. You had one chance and you blew it.
That was funny.
I can't
You
remember.
blew your shot. You blew it. He came out and said, yuck. Hello.
Yuck.
The hell that come from?
My
Okay.
My bad. I flopped. I'll get it
We
better
will
next
catch
time.
y'all in
Yeah.
a couple
Wait.
weeks, and we will catch y'all in another time.
In another time. In another day. On another dollar. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yuck. I'm packing at 6:30. Yuck. Oh, y'all wanna
Wait.
say y'all names?
Oh.
Y'all be-
You already
hello.
know who it is. It's your boy, Pride Zero.
Yo. It's your girl, Cup of Noodle, aka Old Dirty Noodle, aka Run CUP in the building. I'll catch y'all next week. Be easy, stay right, be vibing, be chilling. Yuck.
Yeah.
I know B's about to be bland. Come on, step it up, sis. Get into it.
Put some seasoning in it.
Wait. My name is B Hydration.
Get into it, sis. Get into it, y'all.
Go ahead, get into it.
Feel it.
It's B to the.
Now.
Now, what are you trying to do? Are you
It's the
trying to
way,
beatbox?
but wait, it's the way the crisp is taking it right on
I was
now.
like, the crisp is sending you. I was like, what's happening?
It just sounds like spats of wind just blowing in the distance.
I thought you were trying to beatbox.
I did too.
I was trying to be.
Oh,
I was like, is she cutting out or is she beatboxing?
Because Crispin, I don't know what the fuck you doing over here, but it's foolish and no, you won't.
Yeah, but no, you won't. Not on my watch.
Not on my. Okay, go ahead, B.
I did it. I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay, all right. Well, this
Okay.
has been GG's. We'll see y'all in the upcoming future. And
Best friend, you want me to beatbox for you while you
Yes.
do it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay. My name is B to the hydration.
oh no,
You.
not
And this- And this
Gotta
right
go.
here is why people think y'all be fucking, right?
Listen, a disclaimer: if you made this far, none of the GG podcast members have had sex or intercourse with any of
Yeah.
each other yet.
Oh, it's time to go.
That
Where
we
the
can
X
recall. Not yet.
that we can recall to our recollection. Yep.
at? I was voted most wholesome
Cool.
2018.
This is why we gotta go.
They said it was cat. It was let it go.
2018.
That was 3 fucking
I
years
am
ago.
a lady.
Once I found out what, you know what? Let's have a great. Y'all have a great day.
Y'all have a great.
Bye.